If you want to manifest anything in your life 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times faster and with greater ease and joy, then listen up, because what I'm going to share with you in this video is going to dramatically change the way that you look at manifesting and that you look at reality and how you create results in your world. But before we dive in, if you love content like this and would really, really like to go deeper into your spiritual nature and advanced manifesting techniques, then check out the link in the description below. Let's dive in. One of the biggest blocks to manifesting is attachment. And so when you start to think about what you want and feel about what you want, you become attached, electromagnetically attached, through the concept of wanting and havingness. So your ego mind, and even, dare I say it, your reptilian mind that seeks survival and security and safety and looks to protect you from disappointment, is wanting to attach to outcomes, to create predictability. So it tends to operate within the known universe, the known bandwidth of consciousness. That means I need to know when it's going to arrive. I need to know so I can feel better in this now moment. And that's contradictory to the whole manifesting process. So when we start to think about the quantum mechanics and the universal laws associated with manifesting, you start to really dive in and think, if everything is here and now, and if everything already exists, and if all realities exist simultaneously, and there are infinite realities, and therefore there are infinite versions of me experiencing infinite realities, then I get to choose, like going through a buffet or going through a smorgasbord or a shopping center. I get to choose what I want. And what you choose doesn't depend on its availability, because everything is available to you. When you start to expand yourself into a greater sense of knowing that life is always, always accessible, and what you desire as experiences in your life is always accessible and available to you, then you can begin dropping or lowering your barriers to abundance, lowering your barriers to love, lowering your barriers to money, to financial freedom, lowering your barriers to anything that you want. So one core thing here is about letting go. Let go of the outcome. And before you click away and say that you've heard it all before, I promise you there's a difference that you've not yet applied and not yet acknowledged within yourself. And really, here's the opportunity. So if you're still with me, type in let go below. Okay, just type in let go. So when you're wanting something, you want it because you believe you do not have it yet. And evidence may prove you correct. I don't have that money in my account. I don't have those new clients. I don't have the love of my life, whatever it may be. I don't have the health. So you see outside of you, what you see in the mirror reflected back to you affirms what you believe you don't yet have. So you want it more. And so when you want something, you're denoting the lack of evidence of it. You're denoting that you don't have it yet. So when you let go, now you're impressing the subconscious mind with what you do want and how it does feel and who you are being in that reality, in that experience right now. You're impressing that on your subconscious mind. She does the work, does the lifting for you. The feminine principle does the lifting, speaks to the superconscious. The quantum field now reorganizes itself and matches in the third dimensional reflection and reflects back to you what it is you are vibrating at, you're vibrating as. Because you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are being. And it's not even a fact of attracting. You come into harmonic alignment with the reality, with those experiences that you want. So the power of letting go and 10xing, 100xing, 1000xing your manifestations overnight is in your ability to understand and appreciate that the subconscious mind does the lifting. So give your subconscious mind the thoughts, the feelings, the imagery, the sensation of your desires fulfilled. What does it feel like knowing that that amount is in your account without having to use the conscious mind and look at your phone or your banking app? What does it feel like? What that tells you right there is the operating system that moves you into a vibrational accordance or a vibrational equivalent alignment with that reality. So your answer to how does it feel or how would it feel right now is the key. Invest in that feeling and then drop it. Let go. Practice letting go of outside evidence. Practice letting go of how things are going to arrive. And you can do this for 7 seconds, 10 times a day. 7 seconds, 10 times a day. Every hour for 10 hours, for 7 seconds, you are imagining what you are preferring as your experience relative to one area of your life or a general view of your life. And for 7 seconds, you bring an image in your mind, you feel that, and then you place yourself through the language of sensation into your subconscious mind, relaxing, breathing in this present moment. And as you breathe into this present moment with those signals, the thought, the feeling, sensation, imagery, maybe you have some music as well that aligns with the outcome. You bathe in that for 7 seconds and you feel the depth of it. Really, really feel the depth of it and power it up inside you and then drop it. And the reason I say drop it is connected to letting go, because now there's a trust factor that comes in. Trust, because you're used to doing everything on your own. You're used to not believing in the outside world. Maybe you don't believe in something your mum or your dad or your siblings or a friend or an ex-partner or your current partner or your job or the institutions, governments, whatever it may be. You don't believe that outside power has your back. So how can you believe that the subconscious, this deep divine feminine principle within you, this creational principle that is connected to the all of life and all of reality, is working on your behalf based on the information and language you are speaking to it? So for 7 seconds, immerse your subconscious in the feeling by asking, what would I feel right now if it were true? How would I feel right now if that result, you put that result there, was my reality right now? Go to that beach, go to that restaurant, go to that house that you want, go to that relationship that you want, but go there in here now. And then trust by just taking the observer stance. Observe the outside world. Observe through trusting as an increase of your language, that the outside is going to present itself back to you according to what you were affirming for 7 seconds, 10 times a day for 7 days. Do it for 7 days. 7, 10, 7. Okay? And so with that, now you're priming your subconscious mind. You're releasing yourself from the responsibility of having to make it happen. You're releasing yourself from the burden of lack, your burden of lack of trust in a power that is in the third dimension, an outside power. You are the power. Your subconscious, your superconscious, you are the field. You are the quantum field. Okay? Try this 7 seconds, 10 times a day for 7 days. Focus on one thing. Let go. There's a power in letting go. I honestly, totally believe that letting go will 10, 100, 1000x your manifestations overnight, because now you are giving yourself to a greater audience, a greater field of potential. And you're trusting that this now moment is the key that unlocks the door to your dreams. I look forward to seeing what you come up with and reporting back here. And if you haven't yet watched this video, then please go and do that. It's really going to help you.